Hey guys, my name is Maria. I'm an illustrator and character designer from Turin, Italy. This is my 5th class on Skillshare, and you may have seen some of my classes before. They usually focus on digital art and taking a reference picture and turning it into a cartoon character. I love creating classes for Skillshare because the community is super supportive, and also I like the fact that you guys can give me feedback and I can implement classes that you guys actually want to see. In my previous cartoon character classes, I got a lot of feedback asking for a more in-depth focus on lighting and shading. So basically this is that class where I focus on lighting and shading. I think that lighting and shading are somewhat difficult topics to tackle because lighting is so important. It may take up only 20% of the time that you give to a piece, but actually has a huge impact in attracting the viewer's eye and popping up, especially on social media where images are so small and you need everything you can get to attract people's attention. In this class, I tried to put in as much knowledge and practical tips as possible so that you guys can feel more comfortable and more confident when you do lighting and shading. I'm going to focus first on theory, talking about color theory and how light can impact color and what kind of shadows it can create. And then from there, I am going to move on and show you practical examples of how you can set up one of the most common photographic settings that you can get, which is the 2-point lighting and 3-point lighting. And then I'm going to actually, take up my iPad and actually try and apply that knowledge to different times of day, that is in full daylight, at sunset, and with nighttime lights. I'm using Procreate on my iPad, but you could be using Photoshop or another digital tablet and it wouldn't be very different, considering Procreate and Photoshop have very similar blending settings for the layers, so it's quite easy to migrate from one to the other. This said, this is not a beginner's class. I feel like you need to have reasonable confidence when it comes to sketching and posing, anatomy, flat coloring, etc. because I am only going to talk about lighting. If you feel like you need some brushing up on those other topics, I recommend that you go back and take one of my classes on how to turn a picture into a cartoony character, and then come back here when you're done. I think that's all for now. Please let me know what you think of this class in the discussion section of the course, and I would also love for you to tag me if you share your work on social media anywhere. I am MLM_illustration, basically on any platform, and I would love to give you a shout out. Don't forget to update your progress, and I'll see you in the first video where I talk about color theory.